Hello everyone, I'm going to talk to you guys about my least favorite tractor attachment, and that is the finishing mower. Okay, now as much as I hate it, I need it. I use it the most, right? Because I need it to cut all this grass that you see around here, and I need to cut it fast. Okay, so um, basically it does a lot of work, and it breaks. Now I also have a brush cutter, which I like using a lot more whenever I can use it because it is tougher. Um, but here's the thing: if you need a nice cut like this, which isn't even done yet, I mean, you need a finishing mower. So now here's the thing: if you're gonna buy a finishing, if you got a tractor, even if the belly mower option is available, do not get it. Okay. The nice thing about the 3-point finishing mower is you can pretty much go into any tractor supply store. One of these King. I don't have it in my area. I think Rural King. In my area, we got a tractor supply. You can go in there and just pick one up, and it'll go on the back of any any compact tractor. As opposed to if you get a finishing mower that goes on the belly, it pretty much has to be fitted to that tractor. And if it breaks, I mean, you have to go back to the dealer. You have to hope they still make one for your tractor. This one over here, I can go anywhere and get one, just throw it on the back there. Okay, so that's the first thing. Okay, the other thing is that when it does break, and they all break, okay, they all break. This is a lot easier to fix because it's more open. You can get to it. You can disconnect it from your tractor. You can use the 3-point to raise it up. So this is a lot easier to work on, even though it's not easy to work on. If you guys look over here, just broke one of these stupid wheels. These wheels are gonna break because basically as the tractor's getting pulled along, as the tractor's pulling the mower along, if you hit a rock or something on the ground and it torques it, it's gonna break it. Now, this one in the front over here, I got from Amazon. I've been using it for over a year now. It works pretty good. And it was a lot cheaper. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but I think it was something in the area of about $20 compared to like if you get it at the tractor store. They charge like $50. Okay, so the ones that you get on Amazon, they work. I've got one here. I'm going to order another one today to replace this one in the back. The good thing is that if you do break it while you're working, I mean, you have the 3-point, you can raise it up and you can just keep working, right? Because you can work with 3 wheels. I mean, you can even work with no wheels, right? Because you got the 3-point, it just won't ride the ground. But you can keep, you can definitely keep working with 3 wheels. Okay, so that's what I'm working with today. So that's the first thing that is going to break, and it's going to break often. Get a couple of spares of those wheels, the finishing wheels. Okay. Next thing that's going to break, if not the first thing that's going to break, is your belt. Don't try to over tighten it. Because that's you want your belt to if it has to slip, let it slip. Right, so don't make it too tight. This one is, I got it pretty loose over here, and it still works fine. Okay, the first one I had in the first year, I went through a belt because I was over tightening it. This one I keep it a little bit looser. I got a lot more mileage out of it by keeping it a little bit looser. Okay, so that's probably the first thing that's going to break. Well, no, it's kind of a toss-up. I broke my wheels first. I think I've broken like 3 out of the. At this point, I think I've broken 4, maybe 5 wheels on this tractor. So I've had to repair all of them. So the wheels are gonna break, the belt's gonna break. First time you try to replace the belt. There's a learning curve. Basically, I gotta loosen up this bolt here, and that allows this thing to slide back and forth so I can adjust the tension. However, if you keep it as loose as I have it on here, you can actually kind of just ride it around. So if you keep it loose, you can actually get it on there without having to loosen the wheels up. Okay, so that's the other thing. Now, the next thing that's going to break is the bearings. Okay, you can see I replaced this one just today. The bearings on these things, they break. Okay, I've had to, I think, which is the one I think I've had to replace, not that one. Oh, one of these guys here. I had to replace one of these guys in here. Basically the bearings came out all over the place. The wheel just started rattling around. The belt came off. And you can get that at the tractor supply store. They have that. I bought that one yesterday for I think about $25. Now they do sell pulley wheels where the bearings are replaceable. These are not. You gotta just replace the whole thing. Okay. So that's the 4-inch one. I think these are the 3.5-inch ones. You know, so that's now the other thing I've broken on this is the spring over here. I gotta get a replacement. Now what I did do is, if this broke, I kind of just stretched it out in terms of I pulled a little extra coil here, used a pair of pliers, and then wrapped it around here. That'll get me through today until I get a chance to replace that little springy thing. But that's the other thing that has broken. Other than that, make sure that you keep oil in there, right? This one is at least 8 years old at this point, and you know, I mean, even though it looks like it's leaky here, it's really not leaking. I just top it off a little, just a tiny little bit every year. Works fine. For the most part, that's the same oil that's been in there. I mean, I checked it out earlier. I put my finger in there. It was still pretty slippery, so I just keep topping it off a little bit at a time. I mean, it doesn't get that hot that it just starts, where it starts breaking down. Okay. And the other thing is, make sure you're greasing your fittings. You got your fittings over here, over there. Grease those fittings. Grease the fittings that are on your shaft, on the propeller there. Grease those guys. And that's pretty much it. I mean, like I said, this is my least favorite tractor attachment because it's always breaking, and like I'm always fixing parts on this thing. But it is the thing I use. You know, I use it a lot. So, and I go. The nice thing about it is I'm able to go at a pretty good speed. You know, probably do an acre in about 10 minutes. You know, cut an acre in more or less 10 minutes. I'm able to go at a medium speed. Although today I'm going a little bit slower because this wheel's broken in the back over here. You know, basically it ends up, it just completely comes off. So I'm gonna order another one as soon as I get done with this. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you all soon.